Hey guys, my name's Matt. I'm a longtime car guy, jalop, petrol head, whatever you want to call it. This is my first video. The subject is my 2002 Mitsubishi Montero XLS. It's a car that I bought January 2016 with 136,000 miles on it. And let me give a disclaimer now. This is a family vehicle, and I should be saying "our," but for the ease of understanding and to keep everything straight as far as tenses go, I'm going to say "my." But it is our family vehicle. We all drive it. We all enjoy it. This is kind of a long-term test wrap-up. Today is Sunday, March 17th, 2019. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. On February 28th, my husband was in a car accident on his way to work. He was driving the Mitsubishi at the time. No injuries, he's fine. However, due to just a misunderstanding of this vehicle in the United States, it's totaled over a little bit of cosmetic damage, and I'm kind of sad about it. I tend to switch cars quite a bit, but this is one that we all love. It's and you can't buy it anymore. The last time they sold a Mitsubishi Montero new in the United States was 2006. So that's 13 years ago. But I just want to talk to you guys about the Mitsubishi Montero and provide an in-depth review. So this is a 2002 Mitsubishi Montero XLS. It's Munich silver. It was bought new in Manassas, Virginia. It had one owner prior to us. When I got it in January 2016, it was at a small used car lot along my commute. And when you see one of these, it's just kind of unusual because there's not many left. So I kind of knew that I wanted it. So I went on my lunch, took a test drive. It had a couple stuck calipers, but halfway through the test drive, I called my husband and told him that I wanted it, and we agreed that we'd get it. So I drove to the bank and got a cashier's check for the price of the car, which was about $5,000 in 2016. In fact, I was in the bank parking lot and I ran an auto check on it, and it confirmed that it was a one-owner car. Didn't have a lot of maintenance records on the auto check, but that's okay. So we got it and took it home, started working on it. Did the brakes all the way around, all new calipers, just because if one or two were sticking, it really didn't make sense to not do all of them, so did all of them. Put a backup camera in it, just kind of brought it up to date. Modern stereo with Bluetooth and iPhone connectivity. And after that, it really didn't take much. It's been a very good, solid car. I don't know why they were not successful in this country. I don't. This really should have been Mitsubishi's flagship model. The XLS is kind of the base. It's got velour or cloth seats. It does have what's called the touring package, which added a couple more adjustments to the driver's seat and the big sunroof, I think, infinity sound system with a CD player, of course. It's 2002. It's got a bench for 3 people in the second row that reclines, and it actually reclines 180 degrees, so you can take the headrests off the front seats, slide them all the way forward, recline them, recline the second row seat 180 degrees, and it makes kind of like a bed. I never tried it, and I probably will if if the total loss comes to fruition. I'm going to fight it a little bit. I just having trouble giving up the car over some cosmetic damage. It has 4-wheel independent suspension, which allows them to have a third row that folds into the floor, kind of like a minivan. One thing that was kind of silly is that you take the headrests off and you put them here, and the headrest on the right I bought off of eBay because one was missing, and it's not quite the right headrest, but it was a $30 eBay purchase, so whatever, I guess. But it's very spacious, particularly the height from floor to ceiling inside. It kind of adds a dimension for stuff that's not readily available. Like to replace this car, there's nothing quite like it available here right now. You can buy the generation after this in Mexico and the rest of the world, but I guess it does not meet US emissions or US crash standards, so it's not for sale here. Mitsubishi's lineup here is rather pitiful, and maybe a reason why I was so hesitant about this vehicle. It took a lot of convincing from a lot of people. If you watch the early wheeler dealer episodes, you'll notice that Mike is that's one of his daily drivers, and he'll use it to go take a look at different vehicles. So that was one thing, and then, you know, just some Googling. But I had no idea. I've always been a Toyota Land Cruiser fan, and as you may or may not know, those cars go for hundreds of thousands of miles. They're engineered to, I can't remember what Doug DeMuro said. It's everything's engineered for 10 years or maybe 20 years. It's just a crazy amount. But this car is along the same lines. It's a 12-time Dakar Rally winner. The articulation of the suspension, if you jack it up, you can see how much the wheels travel up and down. It's remarkable. And this is the accident damage, and we had a set of 20-inch Einkai wheels off of a Toyota 4Runner, and I put the stock wheels back on today, and took a look at the actual damage, and it's all I guess it's crush box. This car is unibody construction, but it's kind of got frame, I don't know, it's not really frame rails, but something along those lines, and those still look straight and everything. So the initial photo estimate that the insurance company had me do right after the accident said that it would be $2,700 to fix this, and they're saying that it's only worth $3,200. So I don't know. I'm really just having a hard time with this, especially knowing that there's no real structural damage. The the tail light isn't even cracked. It's the Camry dent was pre-existing, and I priced this bumper corner, and if it's still available, it's about $300, and we just have lived with the Camry dent. But this is a little too much to live with. And to top it all off, someone had a greasy arm. I'm not sure if it was the tow truck driver that came and picked it up from home to take it to the body shop, or what exactly.